Good morning, my pal. Today, I'm going to introduce the topic of where nuclear has been hidden, and develop this topic to Master of the Sea could be supreme ruler of the world. First, I am going to ask you a question. Do you know how many countries have nuclear weapons? In this moment, we have a total of 9 countries have nuclear weapons. USA, France, UK, Russia, India, Pakistan, North Korea, and Israel, although Israel has not agreed or disagreed with this information. You can see that Germany or Japan do not have nuclear weapons, and it is because they are losers of World War II. Only winner of World War II. And the countries declared independency after World War II. They have a right to have nuclear weapons. And total sum of nuclear weapons in the world now: 12,520 pieces, and more terrible, their quality has been upgraded. For example, Tsar Bomba, Russian nuclear bomb, was the most powerful nuclear weapon ever produced, an estimated yield of 50 megatons of TNT, which is equivalent to about 3,800 times the power of the atomic bomb that was dropped on Hiroshima, Japan. It shows potentiality for catastrophic consequences in the event of a nuclear war. By the way, do you know, such a bulky nuclear weapons, where they placed? Because, if you place these on the ground, opponents may discover the location by satellite system with ease. And this place shall be first target of them once the war starts, right? It is quite high risk for the countries which has nuclear weapons. So, they are not able to place these weapons on their land. Ideal. If the storage place can be moved time to time, risk can be minimized. So, they keep nuclear weapons inside of nuclear submarine. If it is submarine, and it can stay inside of deep sea, quite difficult to be discovered by their enemies. And nuclear submarine does not need to care so much about energy supply. So, to have nuclear weapons, they need certain marine technology, and also they need large and deep scale of ocean nearby their surroundings. The reason why Russia is quite keen for occupation of Sea of Okhotsk. It is not just simple ambition for the land, but they want to monopoly these area as their own ocean. The reason why we pick up USA and Russia as strong powerhouse in the world time to time, because only these two countries can achieve perfect condition to keep nuclear weapons in the world, and also the reason why USA could be #1 country in the world. Because USA is not only occupying nuclear weapons, but also USA is the ruler of the sea, ocean, and the world as well. Do you know how much we rely on ocean freight for our routine delivery? Over 97% is relying on ocean freight. Although it takes time rather than air freight, ocean freight can deliver bulky volume rather than air freight. For example, standard container ferry can convey 10,000 to 20,000 pieces of 20 feet container per time. So, cost is much cheaper than air freight at all. Indeed, it was very disgusting all ocean freight stop or delay during Corona period. However, this ocean freight has their own fixed route. They must go along with this fixed route in order to minimize cost, or minimize any risk during their routine traveling. However, these routes have so-called choke point. Choke point is the point where we must pass through there during our traveling. I mean, we do not have any detour, another route as replacement. Famous choke point in the world is such as Strait of Hormuz, between Oman and Iran at the entrance to the Persian Gulf. Panama Canal, the Panama Pipeline connecting the Pacific and Atlantic Oceans. Bering Strait, between USA and Russia, etc., etc. You may feel that why don't we use inland transportation instead? But inland transportation must through several countries in their routes. And it creates many disturbances, such as tax, declaration, border control, or sudden delay due to local situation. Moreover, land occupies only 30% of our planet, but traffic road for commercial purpose covered only 20% of there. Therefore, ocean freight is comparatively ideal transportation now. And USA send their own strong navy in these places to patrol safety of these area. This is one of the reasons why USA can be the ruler of the world. Even some country obtained nuclear weapon, it is meaningless if they cannot manage it. One more great advantage of USA: internet connection. Nowadays, we can communicate with anybody all over the world, right? Do you know how we are connecting network, especially internet network? Someone think it is through Wi-Fi or satellite system. But actually, over 99% of this connection system is relying on submarine communications cable. That's to say, without this submarine communications cable, we are not able to use internet system as it is now. Total length of this submarine communications cable is 1.5 km all over the world, and ownership of these cables are occupied by USA 40 to 50%. For your information, PRC occupies 20%, Japan occupies 10%, and UK and France occupy each 5%, Singapore occupied 4%. So, sometime, it is hot topic that USA or China is tapping our private calling through their own wiretapping system installed in internet communication system. They can watch, listen, see the information which they want to get. So, the reason why USA is the ruler of the world now, because they dominate ocean, sea on their hand. If any countries, they can produce similar situation of USA on the sea. Maybe it may affect of kingdom, domination of USA in the world, and PRC is most potential rival of USA in this stage. So, once you saw internet news, you may recognize that PRC is quite sensitive for situation of their ocean territory and never give way for this aspect at all. It is because of this background, and indeed, it was not just currently happened but during long history of human ocean, sea was one of the key points of historical momentum. I am going to introduce history along with this ocean view in order to enrich, deepen your study of history as a journey continues.